Meanwhile, at the Hellfire Club, Phylong walks in on Tony Stark and his assistant, Hazel Kendall, who's really Emma Frost.
Stark, I'm bored. Where do you keep the good liquor? What the hell are you doing, Stark? Marrying the help?
I'm trying to. If she would do me the honor with putting this ring on her finger, Miss Hazel Kendall, wink wink, will you marry me?
I do? 2 weeks later...
Stark, I'm bored. The Hellfire Club sucks. Do you have any other prostitutes I could sleep? Oh, what the hell are you doing, Stark? Are you about to pull that strap-on out of that drawer and do pegging for the first time with your wife, Hazel?
Yes, we are. Yes.
We are? Well, I guess that is what we were doing in this room, not any sort of secret X-Men plan. I guess
That's exactly what we're doing.
Going to be penetrated for the first time. Great.
2 weeks later...
Stark, I'm bored. Where do you keep all the good cocaine? Oh my goodness. Are you about to... let me get this out of my pocket. Are you about to put on this ruby quartz visor and pretend to be Cyclops while Hazel fucks the shit out of you?
Ooh, that sounds fun. Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
All right, wait a minute. What the fuck is going on here?
What?
Are you two in cahoots? I am not going to dress up as goddamn Cyclops. I've already been fucked every day these past 2 weeks ever since she did. And yes, I do love it.
Okay.
I do like it. But you in cahoots?
We are. I'm sorry, darling, but we are. I've been working with Phylong to walk in on us and suggest that you do things to me that I enjoy.
Yeah, and I'm just doing it for the fun of it. I'm a voyeur. I know I'm part of Orcus and I shouldn't be helping you, but, I'm actually beating off to this later.
How could you do this? Emma, how could you do this? How could you betray us like this, Emma?
Oh, I'm not Emma.
What?
I'm Mystique.
Oh, God damn it. Well, so you thought you, Mystique, could fuck Tony Stark. Well, I got some news for you. I'm not Tony Stark. I'm actually world-renowned actor Robert Downey Jr. How do you like them apples?
Why does your shirt say for your consideration?
Yes, that's right. I've only been nominated for one Oscar for Chaplin, and now that I need something. I was in Oppenheimer, people. You need to nominate me for Christ's sakes, come on.
Well, while we're talking, I'm actually not Phylong.
What?
That's right. It's me, Benjamin Deeds, the faggot shapeshifter. Who? Yeah, you haven't written about me in forever.
Are.
Well, fuck you. Okay.
You.
Well, I'm Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh, I hate you, you fucking bitch. Well, I'm not Mystique.
Oh no, who are you?
I'm Rebecca Romaine, but I'm not Rebecca Romaine. I'm Romaine Lettuce. That's right. I'm a sentient head of romaine lettuce. This whole time, you thought I was Emma Frost.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 272 of Comic Book Queers. CBQ Legacy is what we like to call ourselves now. I'm EvilJeff, and with us is our other host, Brett. And
why did you say call ourselves now?
Well, because we don't call ourselves Comic Book Queers.
We've called ourselves
Legacy.
Comic Book Queers Legacy for 5 years.
I know, and that's now. But now that's now what we call ourselves.
That's a now. You know who else calls themselves Legacy? The new Craft movie.
Craft Legacy. Do you know how many times I tell people? Legacy. I have a thing when people are like, "What should we do?" And I'm always like, "Anybody want to call the Four Corners?" And nobody knows what the fuck I'm talking about.
Not only would I get the reference, I would do it.
Exactly.
And as I do it, when we make our wishes, all of a sudden I would pull this curveball. I would go, I wish for all the power of Mano.
Yeah.
I would do it.
And then I would be like, I bind you, Brett Manis. I bind you from causing harm to you.
Don't. Wait. Did I tell you I saw The Craft Legacy? Finally? Because you know why? Because the British prince from Red, White, and Royal Blue is in it.
Yeah, he's in that new movie Bottoms, which I've been meaning to see as well.
Does he bottom?
I don't know.
He sure does bottom in Red, White, and Royal Blue.
Oh, yeah. Does he in Craft Legacy?
He's in The Craft Legacy. He is a guy they put a spell on, and it just like slowly goes horribly awry. But you wouldn't know because the movie is so poorly written.
It's not good? Wait, Craft Legacy is not good?
When I tell you it is not good, when I tell you it got a 1.5 star review out of me on my Letterboxd. I gave it 1.5 star. It is the lowest ranked movie on my fucking Letterboxd.
Okay, here's the deal though. I'm gonna pitch.
Here's the dildo.
Here's the deal. The deal though. Here's the deal though, you pervert. I'm going to make the third one because there needs to be a third one and be mostly for the title. Do you know what mine's going to be called? We have The Craft. We have the Craft Legacy. And the third one will be called Craft Singles. And then it's all like cheese magic.
All four.
And Kraft will like
now I really want to see the movie because it's cheese magic.
I know, and Kraft will actually pay for the production of it. And in the end, they're just
Kraft with a K, like Shadow Cat.
And in the end, like the evil queen is like off for like almond milk, and they're just like, no, oat milk and almond milk are evil. We need real cow milk to save us.
You need real dairy. I fucking love oat milk though. I went to a Starbucks today. Is great. And I was like, I'm fucking doing it. I'm not a latte. I never get a latte. I'm like, that's just so much milk. I don't like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I walked in and I was like, I'm fucking doing it. And I was like, can I have an oat latte? And the guy goes, I just cleaned the machine. No. And I was like, that's my sign. I shouldn't be drinking oat lattes.
Wait, so you couldn't, he didn't have it for you?
No, it's the Starbucks in a hotel.
Oh, clean the machine as in like he's closed for the day.
Clean the machine is like the espresso machine. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like he's closed. And he goes, tell you what though, come back tomorrow at 9:30 and I'll take care of you. And I was like a vigorous hand job take care of me, or you're going to give me a fucking oat latte that you're going to charge me.
And he's like,
for.
All right, well, yeah, you can rub one out with me, but I also want that oat milk latte.
Right. I'll be your stroke buddy, but I also want, I'm here for work. By the way, I'm in a hotel in Chicago. I'm here for work. I have to get up way earlier than 9:30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have my first coffee at 9:30, and it's not going to be an oat latte. Fuck this guy. What are we talking about?
We were talking about, I don't know, we went off. You were talking about Craft, the Craft movie.
I saw The Craft Legacy. I want you to see it, and then I want us to do a whole episode about it. Okay. Because the episode will be 2 minutes long because there ain't nothing to talk about. Because it's just nothing. It's just nothing. Brett, how is The Craft Legacy? Nothing.
There is a new horror movie trailer I saw that let's hit the music real quick because I guess we're kind of doing hot topics.
Hot topics.
Hit the music.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Anyway, did you hear that there is, speaking of The Craft reminded me of Fairuza Balk, who was in another movie called
American History X.
No, when she was younger.
Oh, Return to Oz.
Return to Oz. There is a new Oz-themed horror movie called Gale, Stay Away from Oz.
Wait, stop. You're making this up.
No, it just came out like last week. Yes, it just came out last week. All right, we're going to pause really quick. Brett, I want you to watch the trailer.
Are you serious?
And then we're going to talk about it. Pause really quick. Don't actually stop recording.
Stop recording,
but
of course.
Go on your YouTube and watch the trailer for it. It's called Gale, Stay Away from Oz.
Gale? How are we spelling Gale? Like Gale Weathers or like the normal way?
Gale, like Dorothy Gale.
Oh, right. Gale, Stay Away from Oz movie. Oh, shit. What the fuck is this?
To support your immune system.
What are you doing? You're watching it too? We can't have both. We can't have both audios.
I'm going to turn it down. No, we're not. No, we're just going to pause.
Okay. But don't actually pause. You'll take care of it in post?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Gale, Stay Away from Oz. All right, let's go.
Once everything's perfectly organized, I'll start working on my thesis.
It feels like it knows.
Ooh, a scarecrow. Oh, what is this garbage? Can we get like Margot Martindale
That would be great.
as Dorothy, as grown-up Dorothy? What is this?
It's Dorothy's granddaughter.
Oh shit!
And what did you say her name was?
Dorothy Gale, bitch.
Her name was Dorothy. Dorothy's Bornak.
Oh, I'm into this. I'm into this.
I didn't know she had no family.
I am super into this. Yes.
She hasn't said a word in years.
I live.
I'm afraid there will be
Toto, a framed photo.
I love
of
how it's like we
Toto.
need to have a picture of her dead dog Toto.
Hi, Dorothy. It's Emily.
Wait, she's calling her own grandmother Dorothy?
Stay away from us. Stay away from us. Stay away from us. Stay away.
She's saying Oz, not us.
Stay away from us.
The captions are saying us.
Yeah.
Stay away from us. 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 Stay away from us.
What? Oh my God, she's giving large Marge.
I want her to be visited by like the ghost of the Tin Man and the ghost of the Scarecrow.
Oh hell! Oh, Ghost. They're
Or
still
just
alive.
like, yeah, just the monsters.
Time works differently in Oz. Give me a lion. What is this? Okay, creep.
I love like that the turn away from the mirror and turn back and something's there.
Was that the witch?
Oh, I guess so. That's right, the witch.
Yeah. Oh, this looks good. Okay. All right, we're back.
Anyway, but I have a feeling it's probably going to be terrible.
Damn.
It's probably going to
No,
be
it looks
terrible.
awesome. I'm into it. So we just watched the trailer. I am into this. I am into this. So it's old Dorothy Gale and her granddaughter is like, something's calling to me. Yes.
Oz is a mindset. I love weird movies with Wizard of Oz. Do you know Zardoz? Have you ever seen Zardoz?
No, what is that? I've heard of it.
Zardoz is a
Is it
Sean Connery movie
Sean
from
Connery
the
with that
late
harness on,
60s,
right?
early 70s.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
basically there's this weird cult and they don't ever die. And then they're like trying to figure out how to become mortal again, I think. But it's like a weird cult and they worship a god called Zardoz. And it takes place in like a dystopian future. And finally he finds their Bible. And it's the Wizard of Oz,
Oh,
but the
Wizard of
title of it,
Oz.
it's ripped. So the W-I is ripped off. So the only thing left is Zard of Oz.
Oh my God. It's
So
given
it's
Carol
Zardoz.
Danvers.
Yes.
It's given Carol Danvers Veers.
Yes. Anyway, I love a good
Veers.
Wizard of Oz. I also just filmed.
I love a good horror take.
I filmed a drag queen parody version of Wizard of Oz that everyone's
How
going
was
to be
that?
seeing next year. It stars Diabetes as a goth Dorothy. And there's nobody on Grindr in Kansas, so she ends up having to go to Oz to try and get some dick.
Oh, I love it.
With James Mansfield will be the good bitch of the North, and Mayhem Miller is the wicked bitch of the West.
Yes. Oh, I can't wait.
It's gonna
Oh,
be
I can't
fun.
wait.
Anyway,
That sounds so fun.
But you know what else is
So,
fun?
so we've got
Oh.
Dorothy Gale. What is it called? It's called Gale. Get the fuck out of here. What is
Stay
it
away from Oz.
You're in danger, Gale. All right, I have a comic book related hot topic.
Oh, okay. Give it
Comic
to me.
book movie related hot topic.
What is it?
I love me some casting rumors. Okay.
Okay.
To know me is to know that I love casting rumors.
Yeah.
Evidently, Deadpool 3 is going to have, I think it's going to have a cavalcade of people, but
Yes.
evidently it's going to have T Swift.
Right.
Okay. Fresh off the Eras tour.
Oh, this was the one I couldn't think of. Okay, that's what it was.
It was this.
Yeah.
Girl, we found it.
Yeah.
Dazzler.
Dazzler. That's what it was.
Taylor Swift as fucking Dazzler.
So before the show, EvilJeff was like, I have a hot topic, which, by the way, listeners, is a rare thing. And he was like, oh, God, it was somebody who was cast in something. And I named every actor on the planet. Turns out it was you were talking about Taylor Swift as Dazzler.
Yes.
Girl, when I went to New York Comic Con, your boy bought a print of Taylor Swift looking like Dazzler. And it's on my bedroom wall. But that does not stop there. Okay. There's another casting rumor.
Wait, can we talk about this for a second? How do you feel about that?
I love it.
I hate it.
Why?
I don't
Why
think
not have Dazzler be like an actual pop star?
Because Taylor Swift is not a Dazzler.
No, I know.
It should be like Lady Gaga.
Listen.
Or it should be like Dua Lipa.
Yeah.
It needs to be someone who's a little more like trampy
Sexy.
and sexy. Taylor Swift's too like goody.
Taylor Swift would never wear like a Praxis.
And they just did it because
booty
she's
shorts.
blonde. Yeah. And I'm like, that's not good enough. You can dye someone's hair blonde. Do you remember back in the 90s, they wanted to, when they were first doing the X-Men, they were thinking of having Madonna. Clint Eastwood, the first round in the early 90s, it was Clint Eastwood as Wolverine, Madonna as Dazzler, and Grace Jones as Storm.
We need to stop. I think it was Iman.
Or Iman. Oh, Iman, you're right.
Well, all of that never happened. Thank God.
But we're going to get to fucking Taylor Swift as Dazzler.
But listen, Taylor Swift, she can act, okay? Have you seen, what was that awful movie, Amsterdam,
She's
with Margot
terrible.
Robbie and John
the
David
only good
Washington?
thing about that is she gets murdered
bad.
immediately.
She gets run over by a car. And you watch it. They push her under a car and it just goes, ba-dun, dun-dun. I laughed. No, there's another Deadpool 3 casting rumor. And it's a male actor who I have to say, like these past few years, I have become so ferociously attracted to this actor.
Who?
In fact, I'm dying to see him star alongside Jonathan Groff in Merrily We Roll Along.
Daniel
on
Radcliffe.
Broadway. Oh, girl.
Do you have tickets
His body.
to it?
Have you seen? No. Have you seen? But they're moving theater, so new opportunities are opening up. Have you seen the picture of him? I don't know what it's from, but it's a recent picture. It's on set somewhere. He's in nothing but tighty whities, and he's like just clenched up and screaming into the air ferociously.
Yeah, he's got the perfect amount of hair on his body, and he's ripped. It's hot, and he's short, and you know I like a short king.
Can I say something and you won't get mad?
Okay.
Can he be MCU Wolverine?
Well, here's the deal. If what's his name, the guy who's Elton John, what's his name?
Taron.
I still want him, but if Daniel Radcliffe was cast, I would not be mad. I would not be mad at all.
You know what I love about the Daniel Radcliffe thing is it's going to show his range. It's going to redefine him. He's going to become a whole other icon. And he would have started out as like a little foppish Victorian boy like Harry Potter, which is how Wolverine started out.
Right.
Harry Potter's very Victorian to me.
Can you believe they're going to have
Dickensian.
there's going to be a whole fucking TV show of that?
Oh God, I'm enough. Do you know what there is going to be a TV show about? Also, the Continental, the hotel from John Wick.
Oh, that could be fun.
I want to see that.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, Daniel Radcliffe, Deadpool 3. Maybe he's going to be a take on Wolverine. Maybe he's going to be the new MCU Wolverine. Maybe
but we don't know who he's going to
do
be
something
yet.
significant. Like, do you think Deadpool 3 might like, oh, you want some MCU X-Men? Here you go. Here's fucking Rogue.
I know, but they could also
And it's
just
Daniel Radcliffe.
But they could also then just murder him immediately, so you just don't know anything.
I know. Speaking of casting, like there's still no Fantastic Four.
I know.
I
well,
hear
there's
Matt
no
Smith.
nothing. Everything's being delayed now because of the
Well, I
strike.
know.
So there's no nothing.
There's nothing now.
Matt Smith
But-
is now it.
Yeah. And I'm just like this. I'm like, at this point, just fucking go with Krasinski, okay?
At this point, like just start making the goddamn movie.
Start making the goddamn movie. evidently,
I mean,
by
once the
way,
strike is done, clearly.
once the strike is done, of course. And once actors and writers get a fair deal.
Well,
of
for me,
course.
I feel that's the sad part is there's no other way around it than the actors getting what they want.
Absolutely.
Because the actors are not going to budge.
No, they are not.
Because you're either a super rich actor that can last, or you're an actor that's already having to do a side gig because they don't pay you shit. So they're like, I'm already waiting tables,
Right.
asshole.
Either way, you have income. Yeah, and then those actors that are successful, I do like that actors like The Rock and others are creating like funds.
I mean, it is
for
sad where
the
people like
strikers.
Billy Porter said because his pilot isn't being shot now that he
had
can't
to
pay
sell
the
his
mortgage
house.
on his house and he has to sell it.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
devastating. But at the same time, they're not going to give it. That's not going to be like, oh, then let's give in and be a scab. No one's going to be a scab.
No, ew.
So, except unless you're Drew Barrymore.
Oh, girl,
What?
can we put Drew Barrymore, Mila Kunis, and Ashton Kutcher on a space
shit.
shuttle to the sun?
Oh, and Jimmy Fallon now too. Jimmy Fallon turns out
Oh yeah, he's a monster.
he's a monster.
Drew Barrymore, what are you thinking? What of all people, Drew?
I have a
Drew,
feeling she's going to back
you-
out. The backlash
you
is
are
so
a
severe.
flower
She's
of
going
a
to change her
human.
mind. Yeah.
What? She's like the most empathic creature on the planet. What is happening?
I think people got into her ear like, oh, you're hurting the rest of the crew. You're hurting everyone
For
else.
sure.
Like she's
Like, what about the cameraman? Yeah.
she's being like that. And then it's like,
Yes.
but no, it
yes.
all,
But
it
all
affects,
backfired.
it will all, yeah. But you heard about the whole Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis
I
thing?
mean, you want to go deep on this right now? Because I
yeah,
will.
let's fucking do this because
Let's fucking do this because let's fucking do
well,
this.
first of all, okay, if you're not aware of this, Danny Masterson from that 70s show married to Bijou Phillips.
By the way,
The brother-in-law of China Phillips, crazy right-wing religious nut job who used to sing one of my favorite songs, Hold On, from Wilson Phillips, who is married to William Baldwin, who is brother of Alec Baldwin, who just shot somebody in the face. It's all crazy. Anyway, Danny Masterson going to jail for 30 years for rape. Hallelujah. And I'll tell you this right now.
good.
Do you know how hard it is to get a rape conviction? It is a he said, she
Especially
said.
in that town.
For them to be like, nope, you fucking did it 30 years. There
For
was
an-
fucking evidence, bitches.
With the protection of the Church of Scientology to boot, like not only are you protected by the Hollywood machine, not only are you protected by the fucking patriarchy, you're also protected by the Church of Scientology.
Scientology.
You still got 30 years.
Exactly.
honey.
And then Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis were like, and Deborah Jo Rupp, who was in
Oh God,
WandaVision.
Kurtwood Smith.
Yeah.
Kurtwood Smith.
You know who didn't? Topher Grace. Topher Grace, we love
Can
you.
So can we talk about this? Topher Grace for years
Has hated him.
He had to live with the reputation that he was a snob who thought he was too good for the rest of the cast.
And he's like,
they
no,
threw
I'm
him under
sick
the
of all
bus.
of you making your little rape jokes and trying to date
Look at
girls
him.
underage.
He's the only one
Hero.
with some fucking integrity.
Hero. Anyway.
And let's talk about all the Ashton Kutcher stuff about kissing Mila Kunis when she was 14.
No, okay, where that's just the one thing I want to talk about that. First of all, I do want to say Christina Ricci just posted a thing being like, hey,
Class
guess
act.
what? You can have a friend who's awesome that also behind your
And
back
also a fucking
can
rapist.
rape somebody. Louis C.K. Tons of people are like, oh, I loved him. He's great. Behind their back, he was jerking off in front of women. The BTK killer, his wife was like, he went to church. He loved me. He was wonderful. Such a great dad. Was going off and serial killing people. You don't know what people do when they get a hard on. When men get a hard
When people
on,
get a fucking hard on,
they
men
can
go
become a
crazy.
fucking monster.
They go fucking crazy.
Which is why we
Dude,
need to
just-
cut everybody's dick off.
Or we need to have jerk off booths all over the world.
Yeah. Anyway, Ashton Kutcher. So then it's like he wrote that letter being like, oh, be lenient on him. So everyone's like, fuck him. And everyone came out of the woodworks like, oh, let's watch this old interview where he's talking about making out with a 14-year-old Mila Kunis. Here's another thing of him talking about how he can't wait for the Olsen twins turn 18. Yikes.
Let me tell you how fucked that
Yikes.
70s show was, because to this day, I feel like I am a crazy person. Recently, even, I have tried to research this again because I know I am right. And nobody believes me, and there's no record of it. But here we go. Right when the 70s show came out, it was around 2000, right?
Like 99, 2000, yeah.
Sure. So VH1 had a show at the time called The It List or The List, one of those. And the show was 4 celebrities, and they would have a topic, and they would do like their top 5. Like it would be like top 5, or our topic today is like band members. So like, who are the top 5 drummers? Like that was the show. And they would debate the list. There was one that was all about hot men, and it was all geared toward making lists about how hot like famous men are. And it was typically 4 panelists. This one, it was 3 women and a gay man. And that gay man was Wilder Valderrama. And then all of a sudden, he's straight and he's dating whoever, Taylor Swift. I forget.
Do you have proof of this being somewhere?
No, it's only in my head.
I don't think that's true. Because
God damn it.
We don't want him on our side, because do you know who he was dating when all this was going on?
No.
Underage Lindsay Lohan.
Stop.
Yes.
Oh, then he's definitely straight. Okay, strike this whole thing from the record, but I swear to God, I have this memory. I have this memory that he was the gay man on a VH1 reality show.
And here's the whole thing is I'm like, I think he is so hot. I think Ashton Kutcher is so hot, but that does not mean that they cannot be gross people.
I've always loved Topher Grace.
But that's the thing is we used to live people, and that's where I want Gen Z to just understand. Please give us old Gen Xers that are trying to learn and progress. The 2000s were so fucked up.
So fucked up. We didn't know. We were hit with the future and we didn't know what to do.
But also we were like, oh, underage, that's fine.
Oh,
what?
It's sexy.
Oh, let's just use slurs. It's funny.
Oh, please.
All of
It's
it. And
funny.
and it all just went over our heads. I look back at stuff and I'm just like, what? I watched that and not even for a second.
I just said
someone
to my sister,
posted, oh, are you going to talk about the MTV Music Awards?
No, I was going to talk
Someone
about how much
sent
we used to use the...
Oh, like the R slur?
Yes. I can't
That was like
believe
normal.
It was like normal. It's so horrible.
There was someone sent me a clip, and it was from like the 2002 MTV Music Awards or Movie Awards, and Chris
Okay.
Rock is hosting it.
Oh,
And
God.
he goes, hey, this one girl's barely legal, and the other guy has a subscription to it. Mary-Kate Olsen and David Spade. And as they come
What?
out, they're playing Let's Get Arsler. Remember Let's Get It Started? The Black Eyed Peas song?
Oh, God.
Their original song was
they
Let's
did the
Get
original?
Arsler.
I know.
The original is playing as they're walking out to present the award
There
after
it
Chris
is,
Rock
all of
said it. It was like one
It's all happening
after
at once.
another wrong things happening.
Holy shit.
And
It
then,
would've
but
fucked
I
that
was like,
decade.
I saw that. Everyone watched that and was like, ha 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 ha.
It's fine.
And so that's what I'm saying is like, we were brain damaged back then. You need to give us some grace to that we, have the happiness that we got over that and we were able to move on.
We were under the thumb of the patriarchy at the
But
time.
these boomers today are just like, no, but I wish back in the day we could do those things. And I'm like, I don't
fuck
want to
these
go
boomers.
back there. I
Oh,
don't
fuck
want to go
them.
back there. I mean, I do want to
Fuck
bring
these
back
boomers.
saying gay as being something horrible.
I
But,
do, I do it all the time. I do it all the time.
That is so gay. Do you remember when
Because I
Hillary
think-
Duff made a commercial about telling people not to say gay anymore? And it kind of worked. Like we can kind of
Yeah.
thank Hillary Duff for making it not okay to say gay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Haley Duff is in the clubs calling everybody faggot. I heard.
Oh my God.
So anyway, Daniel Radcliffe might be in Deadpool 3. Should we talk about the X-Men?
Wait. No, I didn't get to the one last thing about Ashton
Oh
Kutcher.
no, I'm so sorry.
You know how he was involved in a murder?
Oh, girl, this is what I wanted to go deep on too. Can we talk?
He was involved.
I'm not saying he did it.
He was supposed to go on a date with a girl, knocked on the door. No one answered. Turns out she was murdered by a serial killer.
Dead inside.
But here's the thing is one of the girls was like one of the girls that used to date Danny or I forget who she was, but she called him out. Oh, it was one of the victims. And she was like, I was there. I was there when you called Danny on speakerphone and hashed out your plan on that date. So everyone's like, oh, he did probably see that she was dead through the window and freaked out because he's famous and decided not to do anything.
Absolutely. He was like, I freaked out because my fingerprints were on the doorknob. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like you would be like, yeah, because
I don't think he murdered her, but I think he saw that she was dead and just walked away.
Chickened out. Absolutely.
What a piece of shit.
Absolutely chickened out. What a piece
of shit.
This? No integrity.
What is this podcast about? It's about the X-Men too.
What the hell? I feel like
we went so out of left field.
I feel like we should talk about the X-Men now.
Yeah, let's talk about the fucking X-Men. Hit the music.
This is why we hit the music.
I was reading X-Men comics in a cocktail bar. That much is true. Yeah.
This is why we have 3 listeners, because we're like, A, it's an X-Men podcast. It does not have X anywhere in the title of the podcast. So there's that. And
also, you're going to wait 30 minutes before we talk about it.
What are we talking about? What are we even talking about?
Let's trash talk Ashton Kutcher. But you know what? People love that. That's fine.
People love that shit. People love us.
All right, what are we starting with? Because
we missed 2 weeks. So we have to go back all the way back to Iman Vellani, and she co-wrote it with someone else whose name is escaping me. Ms. Marvel, the New Mutant.
Okay.
5-issue limited series. Go.
Premise. Love it.
Premise, great.
She's at an Orcus university program as a high school student for a summer program.
Love that there is an Orcus University, by the way.
Everybody hates mutants, feels they all should be killed, whatever. And she's
like
there,
Liberty University.
She's there underground, trying to like infiltrate. Like, what's the secrets? What are the secrets? I think that's a great premise. She also has to tell her best friend, who I'm assuming that's the same guy from the TV show.
It is. Mm-hmm.
What's his name? God damn
it! It's in the comic book, which is good.
Anyway, she I was about to say Sunny V. No, that's the name of his van.
Bruno.
Anyway, okay, yeah, Bruno. So she's like, oh, I have to tell Bruno that I'm actually a mutant, that I actually died, that nobody knows about that, which I still don't understand.
His mind was wiped.
Just because you mind wipe people, wouldn't Orcus pick up on the fact that she's dead? But no, Orcus.
Well, no, but they don't know Kamala Khan as Ms. Marvel.
Yeah, because you know what? You have Kamala Khan there, so you have all of her photos. She probably had to do scans, and but she puts a little mask on, and nobody knows that that's her. It's like Clark Kent rules,
right? This is comic books. That works.
I'm not a fan of that. So that's something I don't like. So there's the things that I like.
Though, like if you walked up to me with like a mask like that on, I would be like, "Hey, girl, when do you want to record?" I would be like, "Who are you, stranger?"
Who? I like the premise. I like the dialogue. I like how it's written. I feel like all the relationships that are forming are really fun. My problem is there are some plot points that I just have to feel that she's stupid.
It's like you needed to advance the plot in a certain way, and it was just lazy things.
And basically, what is this monster that gets let loose on campus?
A little thing called the Chitauri.
The Chitauri. They get let loose, and then she's like, "Oh, I need to save the day."
Well, just one of them.
Yeah. Oh, he gets let loose. Let me save the day. Let me get into my X-Men uniform. And he's like, "Whoa, is that? But won't that show that you're a mutant?" She's like, "Well, it's the only one that I have, so I guess I have to do it." You know what you could do? You could maybe. Okay, all right. So how about when you joined the X-Men as an undercover agent, why would you have an X-Men uniform?
Right. And also, like,
I don't understand it, Brent.
Like, take a page from Peter Parker, who had to put, like, how many times does Peter Parker put, like, a paper bag or a pillowcase over his head?
Yeah, maybe,
When
or
he's,
even
like,
just
he's like, I don't have a costume, but I gotta crawl.
I'll tell you right now, that belt with the X on it is not holding your goddamn skirt up. Take the belt off.
You can take that off.
It's just little things like
upside
that.
Down.
Yeah.
Flip
Well,
it
would. I would say upside down. It would still be an X, Brett.
Inside out. Upside down.
But I love that song. But yeah, it's those things. And then they're just like, Orcus is like, it turns out Ms. Marvel was a mutant all along. And you're like, well, you just fucked that up. You just fucked all that up. For what?
I just love that, like, now that she's a mutant, after she saves, or because she's wearing an X-Men uniform, after she saves people, they're all like, ew, fuck you.
Yeah, they're like, ew, she's actually trying to kill us. I don't mind all of that.
Kill us.
They just needed to find a better way for them to discover that she's a mutant, that's why I think they're holding too long off of the mutant, like what her mutant power is. Like, let's get to it. Let's have some
it'll probably come out and be the thing that saves her from some sort of inescapable pickle.
Yeah.
In the last issue.
And they'll be like, yeah, because when you were faced with near death, your mutant power came out. Oh yeah, well, how come it didn't happen the first time she died? Anyway.
Because you're wearing your X costume. That's why.
So that being said, it's cute. And I think going forward, I will like it. And I think it will be fun. Yeah. But that was just a very glaring, okay, well, you're stupid. I just hate it when people do stupid things to advance the plot forward.
I also like that Omega Sentinel is the villain.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with Orcus. You can go with a number of people.
I like how it's like, and how did you let a mutant get on set? And the one other woman there, she's like, oh, I don't know. It said you were working that day. And he's like, oh, what? But I wasn't. And Omega Sentinel just kills him. And she's like, I knew it was you, but hey, girl.
Hey, sis.
We're both South Asian, so gotta stick together.
Gotta look out for each other.
Which is also interesting of having it's South Asian villains. And then a Pakistan, like from Pakistan.
Yeah, that is
hero. Yeah. Interesting. Love it.
I would love to see Omega Sentinel deprogrammed and like made back into Karima.
Maybe that's going to be part of her powers.
Ooh,
when she uses her
evolution.
powers, yeah.
Wow. Do you want to talk about the Benjamin Percy Weapons of Vengeance Ghost Rider Wolverine story?
Please, because I couldn't read it anymore because it was so painful. So you need to tell me what happened.
Okay, well, speaking of painful, would you like to know why all of those corpses are twisted into those kind of like bizarre sculptures?
Is it because they're all like weird portals or columns that are supposed to like connect and be a pathway to something?
No.
Okay.
I feel like you're gonna like this because when they revealed it, I was like, okay, I like this. The demon that's inside the kid is a demon created by Mephisto because Mephisto wanted something that would idolize and worship him. So all of those contorted sculpture body things are works of art in honor and deference and respect of Mephisto.
Oh, so art is the real villain here.
Art is the real villain here.
Got it.
Is my point. Yeah, so Mephisto created this demon. This demon, its sole purpose is to worship Mephisto by creating corpse art.
And then at some point, wasn't there a ghost Wolverine, which I feel, didn't that already happen at another point?
No, it's the demon that goes in Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
It's not Ghost Rider. It's the demon. So the demon goes in Wolverine, and they call him Gulp Hellverine.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Weapon Plus had a whole Hellfire project stream.
The thing is like this, that maybe we could get away with that if this was supposed to be written for 10-year-olds. But this is already murdery and supposed to be.
Exactly. It's disgusting.
This is not written for 10-year-olds. You're aiming for an older audience. You need to come up with something better than Helverine.
Helverine. So of course,
what in the Helverine is going on here? I hate it. I hate it.
Go back to the Helverine you came from. So of course, what's Logan gonna do when a demon spirit takes over his body? He's gonna resist.
Well, yeah,
that's what Logan does. You can try to brainwash James Logan Howlett, aka the Wolverine, aka Patch, aka Death. Okay, but you ain't gonna brainwash him. He's gonna fight back, and he does. And then him and Ghost Rider take the demon down. The adult.
Does the boy have to die? Yeah. Does he get killed?
The boy. So they take the demon out of that guy who's now an adult, Bram, and they put it in Wolverine. And Bram's like, "Oh, thank God! It's so great to be free of that demon. I'm hungry. I feel cold. I feel empty. I want that demon back."
Oh no, he's too.
So
used
he
to
goes
it.
crazy. He's used to it. And so he tries to get it back, and then dies.
Does
Ghost
he die?
Rider kills them all.
Oh, Ghost Rider kills
does
him.
the damnation, which his stare is called the damnation stare and not the penance stare. So that's new to me.
Was it always called the penance stare before?
Yeah, it was always the penance stare. He goes, "You'll die by my damnation stare." I'm like, does he have like a quiver of stares, like the Care Bears? Does he have a Care Bear stare?
Oh my God! He lifts up his stomach and there's like a rainbow on it.
Oh.
All right.
And
so
then he goes,
glad that's
"I'm an
done.
ally."
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's done. And then Wolverine is like, "Okay, that was great, Ghost Rider. See you later. Bye."
By the way,
And now
all
he's
the
going to
mutants
go
are dead.
do something else. Right.
And I don't care.
There's not even a mention. There's not even a mention. Hey, your girl Kitty, she done gone crazy. You don't care. Hey, Jubilee, she's made out of pieces of Jubilee now. You don't care. Jean has a knife through her neck. You don't care? Okay. Then I don't care. I don't care.
All right. Let's talk about which came first, Immortal or X-Men? Does it matter which one?
They came out the same week.
Oh, okay. So
no,
we don't know which one we were supposed to read first.
it doesn't matter.
All right. Which one do you want to talk
Which one do
about?
you want to talk
Let's
about?
talk about X-Men.
I mean, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
X-Men.
So this was hilarious to me.
What?
Hilarious. Jerry Duggan came up with the stupidest reason for them to get married because somebody walked in on them and thought that Tony was proposing to Emma.
Yeah.
To Hazel.
And
It's hilarious.
And because
It's like
he
a
has
sitcom.
the ring that suppresses her mutant
She
detection.
takes it off because she's like, "There's Phylong. I'm going to kill his ass." Takes off her power dampening ring, which, by the way, and knees Tony in the balls so he'll get out of her way. And then, so Tony's down on one knee because he got kicked in the balls. He's got the power dampening, undetecting ring on, and he's trying to cram it back in Emma's finger. And Emma's dressed up as Hazel. And Phylong walks in and goes, "Uh-oh. Oh, I know what's going on here. Clearly, you're proposing to your assistant, Hazel Kendall." And he's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm doing."
Yeah. And I'll tell you this. Emma Frost is having none of it. She's kind of going through it. Kitty's going through it. But there's one person having a blast. And that is
Shadowcat?
No, the black queen.
Oh,
Selene.
Celine. Celine's having the time of her life.
There's a line.
Celine is in her prime.
There's a line here where she goes, "I don't want to live in a happy paradise. I don't want to be freed from my oh so terrible, terrible curse. I want to eat people." I love it.
It's so good. It's so good. So this issue starts with Emma and Wilson Fisk fresh off their escape from Krakoa in the sewers, in the Morlock tunnels. And Emma agrees. And it's Fisk who's like, "You know they're going to come after your assets." And she's like, "No, I know. So I'm going to give them all to you." And he's like, "Excellent." So he's the Black King of the Hellfire Club now.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And that bitch turns back to her and goes, "You still work for me, by the way."
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? What?
And
I
she's
said
just
no, he
like,
didn't.
she's like, yeah, whatever
She's gonna get him too.
whatever you need.
Whatever.
Oh wait, the Celine's an immortal. Sorry.
It's an immortal.
Sorry, I'm mixing it up.
That's okay.
It's so many different plot lines are happening. But anyway, we have Emma. Emma's kind of, but Emma, I'm never worried about Emma. When someone's like, I'm going to put you in your place. She's like, yeah.
Oh, please.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Whatever, bitch.
Okay.
We go back to showing Kamala Khan is off, kind of picking it up there. It also shows a sad thing where a girl with vitiligo, with alopecia and vitiligo.
But she never says she has vitiligo, which is so weird.
Which is weird because
She's
they
like, I
drew
have
her.
alopecia.
She has alopecia, which she is bald, but she clearly has vitiligo too. Because she has, but they now think she's a mutant. So you're kind of just seeing this mutant frenzy.
Anybody different?
Yeah, it's that. Once they come for the one, was that I didn't say anything because I wasn't a Jew.
Oh, please.
And then they came for the, it's like they're gonna come after
that.
you next, bitches.
That's right. They're gonna come after you if you have a difference of opinion. Fascists.
But meanwhile, Shadowcat is like, oh, I need to go kill Firestar.
And she's gonna.
Yeah.
Just tearing through Orca soldiers.
She sneaks onto the Orca base and she gets to Firestar, and then Firestar is just like, look, I need to tell you something crazy. Like, she literally is like, I have a crazy story to tell you. And she's like, fuck off.
First of all, Firestar is behind a locked door holding a gun out. Can we talk about why this is a stupid choice for 8 different reasons?
Yeah. I mean, that's the sad thing is, people forget, like, Shadowcat as a cold-blooded murderer, that's the scariest thing because there ain't nothing you can do. You know what I mean? Even if it's
totally.
Wolverine, you're like, all right, I'm going to try and fight her. You're like, I'm just going to wait until she like solidifies something into me. Like,
there are certain characters that you forget how scary they could be if they just
turned evil
down that path.
Yeah.
Like the opening of X-Men 2, X-Men United, it hit for a reason.
Yeah.
Because you were like, yeah, Nightcrawler could totally kill everybody in the White House. No problem.
Yeah. And so finally, she has the sword in Firestar's head. And she's like, okay, wait. Jean Grey did this and Jean Grey did that. And she kind of forced me to do it. And I didn't really want to do it. I swear. So Jean did it. I know you don't believe me and you never believe it. Don't kill me. It's the truth. And Kitty's like, oh my God.
That's so Jean.
That's like so Jean. Okay.
Kitty's
say
like, classic Jean.
I will say she did buy it. That's funny, but I was like, she bought it a little too fast for me. I would want a little more proof.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try to for a no prize.
Okay.
Jean did it so that when Angelica speaks the words, it was Jean's idea. It kind of allows the person to see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Okay. I'm down with it.
Do I get a no prize?
Yes. No prize to you.
Do you remember what a no prize was? I'm saying this. I know you remember. I'm saying this for our listeners.
Yeah. Back in the olden days in Uncanny X-Men, a no prize was when, it was basically getting your readers to do the work for you.
If you caught a mistake, yeah.
You would basically write in, tell them a
error.
mistake, but then also explain it away and be like, well, then this has to be why, this is the reason why it's actually not a mistake. And so you get a no prize.
Yeah, but do you know what the no prize was?
Oh, what was the actual no prize? What was it?
It was I got one once.
What was it?
It's an empty envelope. On the front of the envelope, it's printed like, congratulations, you've won your no prize.
And then
like,
there's
in, like,
nothing
big
in
splash.
it. Do you still have it?
There's nothing in it. No. I don't know what happened to it.
Stupid little bitch.
But that's why it was called a no prize. It was an empty envelope. And it was such a good move on Marvel to be like, thank you so much for calling out our error. Here's your award. And it's an empty fucking envelope.
Yeah, because it's not an error, because you explained why it wasn't. Love it.
So good.
All right. So
okay.
And then Firestar
like, still though, watch your back, bitch.
Yeah, she's like, can you like tell them? And she's like, no, I'm not going to tell anybody.
No, because it looks good.
But it's also where she's like, oh shit, you can go through the gates. So she's like, oh wow.
that is a little bit of trust. Like Kitty ultimately did show her deep trust by revealing that to Firestar. And then what follows after a letter from Firestar to her father is, I think, my favorite scene in the Fall of X so far.
Yeah.
Because it's Emma Frost meeting Kitty in an alley, agreeing to basically Thelma and Louise it with Kitty. They are just going to kill everybody together because they could. And Emma's like, but I cannot do this until I know that Scott is okay.
Yeah.
And I sure did shed a tear.
I know. Although it made it not pass the Bechdel test, but whatever.
Oh, please. It's a scene, not an issue.
I know. I'm just kidding.
No, they talk about bloody revenge.
But I do love this of her talking with Kitty about their plan, and then she just walks in.
And she's like, I'm ready to go. She's like, let me just get my keys.
And Tony's like, no. We need to do this smart.
Well, she sees Phylong.
Yeah. And he's like, we need to play it smart, which is true. And Tony's actually right. He's like, we need to play the long game. Like if you go on and you just wipe his mind right away, you're going to blow your cover. And then everyone's just going to come after you and you're fucked. Like, let's play the long game. And while they're fighting, he proposes to her.
Well, yeah, she pulls the ring off that prevents her from being detected, knees him in the nuts. And so he's down on one knee and all that. And then she actually telepathically contacts Kitty and is like, something's come up. You're going to have to just Thelma it. No, Louise. But
she says something came up and Kitty says, me too, Emma. Is she seeing somebody in that alleyway?
I think she was saying, no. Emma says, something's come up. I'm sorry. And Kitty says, me too.
Oh,
meaning she's also sorry.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I did think the same thing at first. I was like, oh, something happened with Kitty too. But and upon second read, I was like, oh no, she's just also sorry. And
then that kind of just goes right into Immortal X-Men, which is what I was talking about with Selene.
Could you? Yeah. Okay. So we've got Selene and Shaw. She's eating people. She's self-actualized.
She's eating the Orcus soldiers that are too scared. They get scared because they see monsters when they try to go in Krakoa, which is Xavier's doing.
But when she eats you, and by eats you, of course, we mean sucks out your life force. She's a psychic vampire, so she also gets your memories.
Yeah.
So she sees the memories, realizes it's Xavier, that is, and Shaw's like, okay, Xavier we can deal with. Like, let's just go get my island that I'm going to sell for parts.
Yeah.
Like a true capitalist.
Yeah. Well, he's like, because he lost the Hellfire Club, so he has no money. So he needs capital. Because in this whole world, if you don't have capital, like you're not worth anything. So he needs to get some money before he can really do anything.
Right.
Meanwhile, back in
wherever.
Well, but we now know we now know where they are.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we don't yet. By the end of this issue, we know where they are.
They're inside one of her orbs.
We're inside one of her orbs because we saw she took one of the islands of Krakoa and put it in her orb.
Right.
And they later find that island. So you're like,
by her, we mean Mother Righteous.
Mother Righteous. And so you're like, oh, well, if that's in the orb, then you guys are all in the orb. But before we get there, they are now they're literally just, everyone is using their powers to just try and create water so that people can drink. They're Exodus is telekinetically pulling the water in the air and taking turns with Hope doing it using his powers.
Who does this remind you of? Very Jesus-y.
It's very Exodus. Yeah. They're in a desert,
very Jesus-y.
Walking in a desert, looking for the promised land.
There's more. Somebody posted on Twitter, I should have called them up, Bible verses about wolves, and like it basically describes this whole story.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure it is where Kieron Gillen is basing this story. I mean, I think I think this is very much based like right out of the Bible, which I don't know very much about by choice.
I unfortunately know a lot, but I've tried to block it all out because I took.
Yeah, I mean, I went to CCD. I was confirmed Roman Catholic, all of it, but
I went to
it didn't
actual
take.
Catholic school for 13 years.
That's why you're such a slut.
It's true. Anyway,
Exodus has got the Krakoan diaspora, and he's turning air into water. Turn it into wine. If I was there, I'd be like, turn it into wine.
and then some mutants are trying to use their powers to create a little bit of organic material for people to eat. Like they're all just trying to band together. Hope is still considered the Messiah. Destiny is just like, fuck everybody. Mystique's not here, so I don't give a shit. But Mystique can't see the future anymore. It seems like her powers are completely Destiny. She can't see the future anymore. Her powers are completely turned off. What is this about? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
understand this. And it's one of those other things where right now it just feels like convenient to the plot. But I feel like I want this to have a deeper meaning of what's going on. Because it's one thing where she's like, I don't see anything. But even Hope can't access her powers because she doesn't have any. So what?
Destiny doesn't.
Destiny, so because Destiny doesn't have any. So what is that? What is that about? I'm wondering what that's.
I don't know.
I want it to
And
lead
is
to
that
something.
from the Bible as well? Like, is there something about the blind in the Bible?
I don't think so. But
I don't know,
Destiny
but there's
is
a lot of.
I mean, if they start writing on tablets, I mean.
Oh, please. There is a lot of Kafka in this, and I'm starting to be like, I liked Kafka because he only showed up once in a while. I don't need Kafka to be the main character because I'm learning too much about him.
Yeah.
And his mystique, pardon the pun, is wearing off.
Yeah.
And where are his face markings that he had when he first appeared? Because they were adorable. And why does he turn green?
Yeah.
Or was that like a lighting thing?
It looked like he turned green when he got scared.
That's so cute. See, that makes me like him more. He could do that? That happens to him?
Yeah.
Look at him. He's
And
so
then
cute.
there's all of these little Wolverines running around. What is up with?
Yeah.
We just had that in Wolverine.
I know.
A bunch of
the beast.
crazy Wolverines.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But these are like the wolves that are in that Bible verse I'm talking about.
Yes. And then along comes Mother Righteous.
Who Destiny captures all of us.
Yeah.
When she says, oh God, that accent, is that Mother Righteous?
Yeah. It's like
this character's starting to wear thin on me. We need to move on with this character.
Well, Destiny saw through it. She always knew that she was full of shit, but people stopped believing her. So she couldn't really warn anybody. And the other thing I love is that Destiny used to be an old lady. And I think as an old lady, she was, it's so funny how
she's wise,
but she was less cranky as an old lady than she is as a young woman. And I find that hilarious.
I thought you meant people are like less likely to believe her now that she's younger.
No, it's just
I like where you took it.
No, but as an old lady, she was always like, oh, that's how it is. Oh, dearies, back in my day. But back in her day, she was like, fuck everybody. I hate you. Like, I love it.
So, we've got Mother Righteous, and she gives
reveals,
a reveal. Ta-ta, look, it's
I'm
Atlantic Krakoa. And then I'm a mutant.
And I thought, is this bullshit? But no, Hope can access her powers. Or is that all part of the fakeness of this orb?
Does she access her powers? Or does she say, I detect
them. She can feel it.
Yeah. But what does she say? How does she describe it?
Where does she? Okay.
I can just tell you. She says her powers are like legions.
Oh, legions.
Legion, but they're microscopic.
Yeah.
So you know what I did?
What?
I went back and read Sons of X because I was like, wait, what happened when Legion fought Mother Righteous to end Sons of X, which then leads into will lead into Uncanny Nightcrawler. So if you remember in that book, Legion, along with Lost and Banshee and Pixie, fight Mother Righteous at the end. Mother Righteous tries to do her "you thanked me" bullshit to Legion, but he was too powerful. And so he fights her
What's the thing? What did Professor X do to him? Was that after or before?
That was just some virus he got over. That was before.
Oh, and he got over it. Oh, yeah. And so then what happened to him at the end? Did she absorb him?
We don't know. No, she tried. She absorbed Margali Zardos, Nightcrawler's mother, and she was like, you thanked me, so now I basically own you and I'm going to absorb you. And so she then tried to do the same thing to Legion, and Legion, working with Blindfold, tricked her, and they overpowered her. But then she, like, Mother Right just like lashed out and burned everyone away and was just left alone. And then she said to Nightcrawler, who still had his hope sword at her neck, I can't sense Legion. That's so weird. No one's ever been able to hide from me. I can sense it. No matter where he is, I should be able to sense him, and I can't sense him.
Well, he's clearly
Legion is inside her.
Yeah. But here's the deal. But then why is she saying that she's a mutant? Does she?
Because she's full of shit.
But no, but that means she knows he's inside of her.
Oh, I don't necessarily think that means that.
But if she says that, then why would she say she was a mutant? If she knew Hope could detect it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. I see what you're saying now. Yeah.
Huh.
All anyway,
right. Well, but you know what?
Maybe do for like a Legion popping up.
We're going to have a reveal. That's a reveal. And I have a feeling
we love
when they're like, we can't get out of this, I think he's going to burst out of her. And that's how that's going to be dealt with.
I think we got to read the Bible, and I think the Bible, it'll tell us what's going to happen. But shit, I don't want to do that.
There's also another power. There's also another power reveal I want to talk about.
Oh, sexy Daddy Xavier.
Professor Xavier.
His power to make me horny.
He has always said he can barely like lift a spoon. Like that's how weak his telekinesis is.
Yeah, okay.
And they mention, he has telekinesis now too. They walk in and he's like, the Orca soldiers show up and he's like, you have anti-psionic blockers. Okay. Next thing you know, they're all fucking ripped apart.
Yeah.
Where did that fucking power come from? I think from him dying.
Girl, in Inferno, he did the same thing. Nope. In Inferno, he did the same thing to Nimrod.
Oh, he did?
Yeah. He tore Nimrod apart with telekinesis.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I don't remember him being that. Then, I don't remember
He's
him
done
being
it
that
a few times. He's done like a few feats in the Hickman era.
I also find it interesting that he is still not considered an Omega level.
Right. What is that? I always thought Professor X was like the most powerful mutant on the planet.
Yeah.
Remember them days?
Yeah. Only Jean is the most powerful telepath.
Bitch.
Like technically, God. Yeah, because even what's his name? Quentin Quire and Exodus are only telekinesis.
I want it so that Xavier is the most powerful telepath. Okay, I want that.
Well, I also feel Psylocke was fucked over because she was established as Omega level in Rick Remender's X-Force run, and then it was like taken away.
Sorry, bitch, you didn't make the cut. See what I did there? So Xavier is like, I'm just going to sit here and be sexy. And I'm going to, I don't know, he's beefy.
Yeah, I like the daddy beard. I like the beard.
It. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so then this weird ending of this issue.
Yeah,
the other like, besides here's Krakoa.
Yeah, we also have the Phoenix. We have Apocalypse, and we have Wolverine coming to attack them as they go on to Krakoa, the Promised Land.
Yeah, Exodus is like, they're like, we're saved, we're home. And Exodus is like, I don't think so. I think something else is coming. And then we see Apocalypse. It's like, so let me ask you this. Do you think this, like, is this Apocalypse? Or is this like, because it ain't Wolverine and it ain't Jean?
Well, here's the thing. Mother Righteous, Orcus was making deals. The Aqaba were making deals with Genesis. And Mother Righteous is working with Orcus. So it is possible when they were defeating, when Genesis was like, let's get rid of Apocalypse, that Mother Righteous could have come in through Orcus and taken him. That's possible.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling
it's also
because the
possible
Wolverine
that
is
he's
not
on to
real.
Mother Righteous.
Yes, but it's also the fact that the Wolverine is not real and the Phoenix is not real makes me think maybe the Apocalypse is not real either.
Me too, because it feels very like Apocalypse is calling himself Revelation now. In fact, somebody said something about a revelation right before this moment, and it's in bold, so it's a big foreshadowing that we're about to see Apocalypse.
Oh my God! Is every X-Men now just a different Bible book? Is there an X-Men called? Oh, what about next? Ruth.
What are you talking about?
It seems like everyone keeps changing their names, their X-Men names, to different Bible books.
Who else?
Genesis, Revelation. Like it's so. It's like, what is someone going to be called? Ruth? Like the Book of Ruth? Like
is that
next?
Oh, wait. So
the Book of
that's
Ruth
where
is from the.
That's
Bible.
where I lost you. I didn't know that was a book of the Bible.
Yes.
There's one called Ruth.
Yeah.
Is there one called Bernice?
Probably.
Oh God, the Bible gets really annoying and whiny when you get to the Book of Ruth, the Book of Bernice, the Book of Karen.
The Book of Ruth. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Hey, welcome to the Book of Ruth. So also Apocalypse, also notice who has the Phoenix around them, because it ain't Phoenix, it's Apocalypse. And if you look at the promo art for the cover of next issue, it is Apocalypse with the Phoenix Raptor around him.
Oh. Okay.
So what the fuck is going to happen? What I would love is for somebody to take Mother Righteous down. I also the Dominion thing, can we get to it? Can we find out who's the Dominion already?
Yeah. Because I hate all of them.
Oh,
I don't want any of them.
That was
to
another
get
thing. Me neither. And I don't think it would be one of the four of them. I hope not. That's so predictable.
I know. I think there needs to be another Sinister hiding in the mists.
That would be cool. In Sons of X, Mother Righteous shows Legion what happened to him in the Sins of Sinister timeline. And what happened to Legion is he just ascended, but he was then eaten and swallowed by the Dominion. And it's depicted as having blue skin and giant fangs, and it just eats him up.
Right. What's that about?
Is Beast the Dominion?
No, I refuse. It's Nightcrawler. No, but they said it was a Sinister.
No, it just says not you.
No, they were like, no, I think it's, I thought it's
not you.
I thought it was one of us does become a Dominion, but it's not you.
I think it was written that way to make it seem like it was, but I think maybe it was vague language. I don't know. I'm holding out hope that there's going to be a twist. I love a reveal.
Y'all wanted a twist.
All
right.
You and I did not even check in and say if we were going to talk about any TV or movies this week.
I feel like we should hold off on Harley Quinn until it kind of...
Because it's going to wrap up. Next episode is the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, we will. We'll call it here.
Yeah.
We talked about that other shit for so long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're fine. We're good.
Yeah, that was it.
That was it.
We're done.
That was it. That was the podcast. It was us talking about nonsense, and then we sprayed X-Men all over you.
Yeah. Because I'm just going to let you know, if you keep following all the bullshit that Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis is doing, well, I hate to break it to you, but that makes you queer.
It doesn't. No, it makes you awful.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Damn.